Namaste and welcome to class. And thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. In this class, we're going to talk about timelines. It's a concept that sometimes is difficult to grasp when you are relating to a linear time. So let's start with that. The linear time has three aspects. What you have created through your memories, or a recurrent attention to events that you had charged with certain emotion. Could be happy emotion, could be unhappy emotion. But anything that you try to remember is part of the linear time. Then is the projection towards the future. And in that, then you are charging that with a very powerful emotional desire. And it's to be well, to be happy, to be loved, etc. So it's a very powerful energy that goes out of your body, that goes out of your earth bodies. Then the creation of the linear time comes with the deep desire of becoming something, a better person, a better professional, a better mother, a better persona. And with the resources that you have from the past, what you have lived in this life, or the accumulation of other memories that are in your cells that say, no, I cannot go near the fire, for example, because I will be burned. Or it's something that I have lived in a very unpleasant way. So that is the linear time. When a series of individuals agree in certain linear time, with certain belief, with certain cultural agreements, with certain expressions, then it form a kind of a line of vibration that is not only linear, but is also curved. So the timeline is not necessarily a line, it's a curve. And within that curve, it contains all the energy of certain collective in certain period of the linear time. So, for example, if we review our history, we can have periods of colonization, or periods of war, or periods of migrations, etc. And that maintains certain energy in the field that we are in. At times, depending of your own inner work, and what you would like to explore, certain timelines, those memories, or that connection, let's say, because no memories, that connection to that sphere get animated, and we think, oh, this is past life, or this is a memory of something I have done in the past. No, it's that all these spheres of multiple timelines, not only Earth collective, but all galactic races have these timelines. So when we connect with our own frequency, if our frequency has certain vibrations, certain sympathy with certain timelines, those it will be attracted to you, and you will start remembering things. You start realizing that, oh yes, I remember I was in Atlantis. Oh yes, I remember I was in times of Jesus, because you have vibrated within you that timeline. Now, at this point on the earth, is something happening very interesting, and is that the earth herself, Gaia, is connecting with unfinished timelines. Timelines that perhaps she denied emotions on it, timelines that were difficult, timelines that were part of her infantile approach or irresponsibility. She, in this moment, wants to emerge from our own bodies, because these timelines are in the bones, are in the bones as a form of sustaining our belief system. It's giving the drips to the blood, the information that comes from within and emerge these bubbles, that timelines. So what that means is that humanity will have more opportunity to encounter civilizations or knowledge given and lost by different civilizations, that we have a gap in our brain of what really happened, where we come from as a human race. So in that effort, I want to open the space to bring forward 1 year studies about the timelines and the archaeology, the mystic archaeology of Earth. You will see in the description below the details. But my point is that it's a moment where you will start remembering or wanting to visit places to remember something. And perhaps you go to that place and you won't find any answers. You won't feel satisfied because the information is not complete, or you don't have the capacity or the tools to sync in that moment with timelines. And timelines are very unique to each individual. You have timelines of 3 types. You have the timelines that are related to the actual history of your body, how through millions and billions of years your physical body have emerged, have developed. You also have timelines dedicated only to relationships, when the polarities were trying to adjust, trying to be okay with each other and cooperate with each other. You have timelines dedicated to the feelings, or the force, the intensivity of manifestation. You have timelines with alchemy, how you create, what is your style, and what you have learned in different civilizations, different things. And finally, you have timelines that are scientists, that are related to advancements, to experimentation, to logic, to the mind, to the development of the mind. So this different timelines, of course, is unique, as I say, to each individual, and at the same time is collectively. I remember once when I was in La Ile de la Magdalene, and in that island, it's in the middle of, close to Canada, and in that island, it had literally a line, and they were all, in the sand, they were all houses from the 1500s. And in that, when I start meditating on it, it was a clear vision that that arrival in that island, certain people from France, and the departure, and they imprint in the land their knowledge, their hopes, their struggles, and what they will desire to become. So it was such a vivid realization of the timelines that I start researching in different lands and culture. What is the impressions of the timelines in different parts of the earth? And that is what inclined me to visit different locations to investigate our own memories, our own unfinished things. Like, what is the timeline, for example, if you had lived in times of a master and you were in contact with a master? That vibration, that transmission is still in your body. But if the timeline is not alive or fully accepted, you won't integrate fully the benefits of this encounter. And the same thing, timelines where you had certain traumas or strong experiences that at that time you could not really process it, or they were not the information. So as you return to those timelines with a different awareness and perspective that you have now, you can heal it and you can be more whole. But for that, you need a person that is in the place, that anchors the energy, that is able to transmit from that place, from stimulate it and broadcast it to you. The practices and the meditations that we will be doing in the Council of Earth are designed to stimulate that and to open your central channel to receive timelines. Which ones? I don't know yet. It all depends on what is your desire to heal and in what you will be connecting. We'll be traveling to places that archaeologically and mystically, energetically are potent in energy. We'll start, our first trip is in Srinagar and the area of Kashmir. And in that area, with close to Pakistan and so on, is where the original civilizations of Inanna and the Anunnakis and many masters, the Essenes and so on, deposit in that beautiful Himalayan ancient teachings. So we're going to visit it, and in each class we will visit different parts of Kashmir and transmitted that to you. So the first thing to learn in this lesson is what are the timelines that vaguely you connect, vaguely you have the desire or the memory, say, okay, no, I want to go to Ireland, or I remember things in Atlantis, or I remember things in Greece. And those, not necessarily you need to be there, but within your body, naturally will start emerging. And as we progress in the work, then it will be more concrete for you. I will finally finish this orientation with saying that you will have a daily practice. Usually in the Council of Earth, I don't have any practices per se, but since we are doing a much more profound and subtle work, I would like to prepare your central channel for the next 7 weeks or so to receive the transmissions. I thank you very much for your attention, and I'm looking forward to the journey with you in the timelines and in the mystic archaeology of Earth. Namaste.